Hey guys, it's me, Dag. Got a little puppy training video for you because I am a sexpert on the subject. Everybody says, this tip, that tip, just the tip, whatever. Like, basically, the consensus is out there in the puppy world is to hover over your dog like some helicopter parent. And anytime it looks like they're getting ready to sniff around, like they might have to take a squedge, that you're supposed to like scoop them up and take them outside. And then when they make their squedge, you're supposed to give them like little training treats and say, "Oh, puppy, it's a puppy." Give them all kinds of praise. Your puppy starts pissing outside because it gets older and more mature, and it doesn't want to piss where it sleeps. So if it sleeps in the house and then it's outside during the day, or has a doggy door that can go from like a kenneled indoor environment out the doggy door to like a fenced in yard, like you should probably do it, then it'll start pissing outside. If you don't have a fenced in yard, then guess what? You're going to have to hover over your dog, and anytime it looks like it might have to take a squedge, you're going to have to take it out on the fucking leash, which is going to suck ass for you and your dog. Okay? Let me tell you something. When you take your puppy out for a squedge and it squats its little muffin down in the grass and she pees, and you give it all kind of praise, she has no fucking clue what you're talking about, nor does she give a shit. What's going to happen is it'll poop inside. Hopefully you have hardwood floors or linoleum, and you'll clean it up and you'll disinfect and you'll like pee on it. And then what'll happen is they'll start associating the yard with peps and squedges because they'll smell it and see it out there, and they'll stop associating your house with it because you've cleaned it and used deodorizer if you use the proper kind. And when it's inside, it's still going to go until it gets older. So wait like a good, I would honestly, 6 months and some change before it even starts giving a shit about deciphering the two, unless you have like kind of a special dog where its brain doesn't really work right. And trust me, there are some dumb bloodlines out there, and there are some dumb special dogs in intelligent litters. I have a dog who's dumber than a bag of horse shit. I have another dog who is a freaking genius, and she totally gets it, and she's younger. Same breed, different bloodlines. Lady gets it. Maggie don't get shit. And my dogs chew and destroy anything they possibly can, but they're starting to stop doing that for physical reasons. Their teeth aren't hurting anymore. They're older now. They're almost a year, both of them. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing a lot better. Take it from a fat guy lounging around in bed on a Thursday night. You training your dogs wrong. First of all, don't get a dog if you have an apartment. That makes you a douchebag. Your neighbors hate it. Your dog hates it. You're going to hate it. You understand? Wait until you have a house or a piece of property. Got me? Then fence in a big yard. And I mean fence it in good. When your dog's a puppy, it'll get out of anything that it can fit its body through. And it wants to get out because it wants to explore the noise it heard, the squirrel over there, everything. The most important reason to have a fence, even beyond that, is to prevent jackasses from coming through your backyard and getting at your dog. And the second most important reason, the second most important reason is to prevent your dog from wandering off. The third most important reason to fence in your yard is to prevent stray dogs or your neighbor's dogs from coming in and getting your dog preggers, okay? Trust me, you don't want a bunch of Mascadona doodles running around. You don't want that, all right? You want to keep bloodline strong. Welcome to the adult world. That's just how it goes among us snobby golden owners, okay? Or whatever you like. I like all kinds of them. I love the poodles. I love the huskies. I love the German shepherds, okay? And I love my goldens because they're super duper sweet. Like I said, one is dumber than Lloyd Christmas, but the other one isn't. Both of them, though, are very funny and entertaining. They're very sweet, and they always like to be up your business, okay? So you got the companionship going, all of that. You get me? So quit training your dogs wrong. Your dog hates having a collar on. It absolutely despises getting tugged around on a leash. And you hate having to follow an animal around while it's on its leash trying to sniff around for a place to take a chat. Your dogs want, first of all, they don't want to be alone. So if you have one dog, get two. Don't be a douchehole. And your dogs want to play, and they want to play in a large fenced in yard. They don't want to be running and then get pulled back on a chain. That's cruel as shit, and you need to just stop. I don't care if you got to skip a house payment to go buy some fencing. Do it for your dog and do it for yourself, because it'll get used to just bolting out the back door when you say, let's go outside. Let's go outside. You ready to go outside? Go outside and make a pee? Go potty. Go potty. Go poop. Okay? It'll start associating you saying that and opening your door, and then it'll start going outside. It'll hold its piss all day long while you at your job, because that's what makes dogs, one of the million reasons what makes dog a great pet is because they can do that, and they will. A normal dog will. Or if you got like a little yappy dog that won't do that, you can train it to go in the newspapers or whatever. You get me? But it doesn't know what you're saying. It does it by association. So once it starts associating something with something or something, then it'll do that something on repeat mode. And then the problem will be done. Okay, yeah, there's exceptions, if your dog's not fixed, blah, blah, blah. And don't fix your dog. What kind of sick motherfucker cuts something's nuts off? Are you a psychopath? What if... I can't even with you folks. So there's that. And last thing I want to tell you is, for real, I'm not laughing. When it comes to that fence that you're going to get for your yard and you're going to throw the leashes in the garbage unless you're going out with them. They like to go to the park and stuff. But look, 90% of the time, they need their own yard to run. That fence, make it tall and even if it's like a nice wooden privacy fence or whatever, which they don't like. They like to see out and explore with their eyes and hear things and follow it with their eyes. That's what dogs do because they're fucking dogs. Anyways, but if you have something like privacy fence or like an old horse fence, just the wood horse fence, go out and get the coiled, welded wire fence with like the 2-inch rectangles or squares, because you don't want puppy-sized dogs getting out and you don't want grown-sized dogs getting out. And get at least the 6-footers or at least the 5-footers, because look, the most important thing your fence will do for you is prevent jackasses from getting in your yard. It'll prevent strays from getting in your yard, and it'll prevent your dogs from going anywhere. You need the heavy-duty, tall fence. And when you get that welded wire fence, don't get the thin, flimsy shit that's at Menards. Get the hardcore, thick. Look at the gauge and all the stuff's on the tag. Look it up on the Googler and figure out the right thickness of the gaugeness of the wireness that you need, okay? Are you with me on that? My yard in the back is fenced in with a locked gate, and there's a kennel up against the house for them to go out and do their business, but they get free room and board inside all day. There's cameras everywhere over the driveway. There's a doggy cam, garage cam, there's a kennel cam, there's a freaking backyard cam, because everything's recorded. And I'm not saying, oh, look at me, I'm fancy. I'm as broke as a joke. But I set up my environment to make it idiot proof so the dogs are safer. You hear me? And if you have any other kind of setup, you're a douchebag. Your dog doesn't want to exist on a freaking leash every time it's got to take a shit. So don't be a douchebag. All right. Happy training. Send me all the cute pictures of your dogs.